We're proud to be from Ohio, and it's always been Ohio against the world, and it'll continue to be Ohio against the world.
Yeah. Said plug, throw the load, I catch that bitch like Smith. That shit pit, faux fizzy on me like I'm Archie Grit. Fuck your blitz, niggas squares just like they called and catch me somewhere at the Ritz. We up some NIL money, bout to go and cop a kid. I'm hollering, no wait, see dub, niggas, no swing, see thugged out. Oh wait, see dub, at your beanie, bitch, we bugged out. All you do is type, niggas think it's the end of runs. House we pull up, niggas turn brand and then it's the way they run routes. Probably at the bar with your bitch like I'm Urban Meyer. Once I get her to the crib, I'm fulfilling all her desires. Said I'm cool and laying up, shit your Uber about 5 away. Remember back then, she wouldn't give me the time of Ryan Day. Had to spend it like I'm Braxton, I'm really back in that action. These niggas wanted a verse, I was tired of niggas asking. Believe the fucking hype, all that you want, we top dog. These niggas runts, you can't do shit with us but punt. Bring that ball back, nigga.
Man,
Yo, was good, man. Buckeye Steppas, episode 59 in full effect, man. Salute to my dog Tom Swanks on the Buckeye Steppas official intro right there, man. Hey, it's been a little while, man. It's been a couple of weeks, man, since we've been on, man. But for sure, man, we back in full effect. Got Cuzzo, Tony with me, and I got my dog, LV, man. New addition for the Buckeye Steppas, man. Salute to my
yo,
dog,
yo,
LV, man. How y'all feeling on here tonight, man?
yee yee. Happy New Year, gang.
Yeah, Happy New Year. Happy New
New
Year.
Year.
Absolutely. Of course, our Happy New Year. Our New Year didn't start well with the Buckeyes on New Year's Eve with the Miami Hurricanes loss, man, which is we didn't actually get into a recap for us that in particular, man, but we could definitely dive into it, man, and talk about this game, man, because I know we've been talking about it in the chat and our personal chat, our group chat, and everything. And we might as well go ahead and dive into it and talk about it a little bit, man. So, of course, man, of course, Buckeyes lose 24-14 to Miami a couple weeks ago on New Year's Eve. Um, Julian saying was 22 for 36, one tutty, and two picks. Bo Jackson, 11 carries, 55 yards, one tutty. Jeremiah Smith had an amazing game, seven catches, 157 yards, one tutty. Edric Houston, he led in sacks with one and a half, and Iggy had 10 sacks. And Carson Beck really didn't, really hurt us 100%, man. He was only 19 for 26, 138 yards, no one tutty. And majority, a lot of his work was really on his with his legs per se, for real. And they definitely did well rushing the ball with Mark Fletcher. Had 90 yards for 19 carries. And they just really didn't do too much for us offense wise to really beat us for real. And we could just kind of break down and talk about the game in general a little bit, man. I mean, of course, um, we got down. We were down. What we gave them a field goal to start the game off, started off,
Yeah.
and we went down after that. I don't think we didn't get six after that, though. Well, after that per se, did we? If I remember.
Feels like it was like three and out.
Yeah, we ain't. Yeah, we ain't get. Yeah, it actually took us a while to heat up for real. We ain't scored to actually to. I want to say we ain't scored to the second half for real, for real.
Yeah, we ain't scored to the
What?
second half. We ain't
Or was
even,
it before?
we missed the field goal. We missed the field goal right before halftime. Yeah.
I mean, cause like
That was the only
'cause
time that was
they got the field goal and then shit. We gave them six with the pick six that Julian threw, and was
yeah.
down 10 nothing, man. Where it it put the game in a crazy little reach at that moment. You know what I'm saying? Where like you got to battle back and fight back, and
Yo,
guys,
before
I gotta salute. They definitely fought back. Go ahead. What's that? What you gonna say?
before the half, we get when we go down and miss the field goal, the biggest thing happened in the game that I kept on saying in the group chat was we gotta go fast. Why? Because when we went fast, they had to take the two dogs,
That's the
banging each
door
other.
and
They
bang.
had to take them off the field. They was on the sideline. They couldn't go fast. That's not their game. They like that slow get in, switch it up on you. And man, no, we switched it up on them. We had them on the sideline. They couldn't even breathe, bro. I kept saying, we got to go fast. We came out and then we started running up the middle. You know what I'm saying? That was nice, but we should have went fast.
Man, I agree with you 100%, bro.
We
Like, cause
prepped
I
all year to go fast. We did less plays than everybody to go fast.
facts, facts, bro,
Man,
and that's so crazy because even with the offense, like I felt like the offense in the last two games with IU and Miami, where the offensive play calling was like it was so mid. No, we talked about no the 3-4 tight end setups. Like I can't stand them. Like and of course, no going into this game. Let's talk about going to how we went into this game too, because we talked about it before we came on. Going into this game with Miami, it was like promo wise, when you know when you have a build up for a game, it's for Ohio State. It's always a big, huge build up to where like you going into the game, you hearing the guys talking, the interviews and everything. You feel like these guys are they focus and they ready to go in and play ball. But me a guy that I like to put a lot of content in my stories and stuff on Instagram and on Facebook and everything where I'll be watching everything going on pregame wise and stuff with the players and stuff before these games. And if you look at the energy from the guys compared from the Michigan game compared to the Indiana and Miami game, the energy wasn't there passionate wise much from the Bums Up North game compared to those two games with Indiana and Miami.
yeah,
Especially the Indiana game. It was like they was sleepwalking. They ain't heat up and like both games they didn't really get going and really till the middle of the damn game, which is you can't play ball like that. You can't. You
yeah.
can't. And that definitely hurt them for sure where you got to come in with that fire every game.
You
Every
let
game that you play.
you let them believe that they can beat you.
And it's always a situation when we lose games, I always be like, damn, like we beat ourselves for real in these games.
Yep.
Like we don't get up for these games, like for something. It'd be like the wrong games not to get up for. Like like you picking the wrong time to not get up for a game. But we can't leave it as an excuse because I mean, one thing about both games with Miami and Indiana, they abused our right side of our offensive line, which is we talked about it on this show several times where we talked about our weakness on the O line is the right side of the line with our guard and our tackle, and they played solid. And the crazy part, they were so aggressive. They had so many knockdowns and everything in that Michigan game. They didn't keep that same energy going into championship time, which that's so mind-boggling to me that that this offense was so like we had like 40 plus knockdowns from the whole entire line in the
Yeah.
game against the
Mi-
Bums up north.
Miami did their homework though. They was cooking us on that snap count.
Multiple blitzes and everything, different coverages and stuff, confusing, Julian saying and everything. Like
They
it
knew
was crazy.
they knew that snap count, bro. When he was doing the making the calls on the line, when they're hiking the ball, Bane is already done turned his shoulder. He's already done beat him, bro. That was bad. That was whew.
Like Miami really like I got to give it up to their coaches though. They really really game plan very very well.
Yeah, they did. And that offensive touchdown they scored the first one, that was nasty. They dialed that
Like
up.
they game plan very well against us, like on defense wise and even offense wise. They didn't like I said with Carson Beck. You look at his numbers. He was. I was saying there during the game. All they doing is just throwing little 5 yard passes. You know what I'm saying? Little 5 yard stops,
He
slants.
beat us on them
Just
third down
cause our
turns.
offense. our D like this is one thing I hate about the DBs at Ohio State. I hate the fact that our cornerbacks will sit back like they sit off 8 9 yards. I don't be understanding that you giving them too much space. Like y'all don't want to play man. Like even if y'all playing man, I understand that they doing it for us coverage reasons, trying to disguise and everything. But at the same time, like you can't play that far off and give these guys some yards like that because they can turn them 5 yards into 10 or 15, which that's what they did in a couple instances. No, in particular for real. And
I've been
I think
I've
the
been saying
defense
it for
played their ass
years.
off though.
I've been saying it for years. Our defensive back coverage is like, I don't know who's teaching these kids, but it's the I've never seen it. I've never heard of you wait, you let the guy possess the ball and try to break it away from him. That's the worst thing I've ever heard of.
Man,
I've never knew a DB that could not watch his man and see the quarterback when the ball is released. I've never known a DB to not be able to find the ball in the air. We have, bro, for years I have been saying it. Deion Sanders said, good DBs play to not get beat. Great DBs play to make plays on the ball.
facts,
You got to make
facts.
plays on the ball in the air, turn around, see it. We be in position sometimes because they're naturally talented dudes, good athletes. They be on them. But you don't never turn around and see the ball. You let the man catch it. What you right on him? I just don't understand who's teaching it, who's teaching that. Man, it eats me alive. I'd be like, turn around, screaming at the TV, turn around.
Facts, facts, man. Yeah, and then, I mean, overall, like the defense they played their ass off, but when you on the field so long, when the offense giving 3 and outs and shit, too many 3 and outs in this game, in particular in the Miami game, like you putting the defense at risk where they have to win the game, and Ohio State's just not made for that shit. Like we was making a run for it, but after a while, it's just like when you fuck around and you playing behind. That shit get ahead of you when you got a good football team with a strong running game and a team that's physical. Because Miami, they was physical up front, man. Big guys up front, like up
We
front on
got
both
beat. We
sides.
threw a pick six. We got beat by holding penalties. Like we weren't
That
ourselves.
put that pick six was oh my god, it was so detrimental, bro.
Yeah,
For real.
we weren't
That pick
ourselves.
six was detrimental, man. For real, it was real live detrimental because it was like, damn, now we
That
got work to do.
that pick that pick six and that missed field goal
That was the
What game we
game.
talking about? What
never
game we talking about?
never letting him
We
off the
talk
hook
about the
ever.
Miami game. We recapping the Miami
Oh,
game,
okay.
man.
Oh, okay.
We just talking about the general man. Some of the the downfalls in the game. In general for the Buckeyes in particular, man. As far as the Miami game, man, what's your take for us the game, man? In particular, just recapping it.
Um, I'm I just really think that the defense I think the defense played well. You know what I'm saying? But like we didn't play complimentary football. You know what I mean? I'm really not going to say anything bad about the defense for real, because there's only so much the defense could do. Bad field positions, 3 and outs from the offense. You know what I mean? But I do think the defense played well. I do think Sam was on Mob Deep shook one's time. By the first quarter, I think he was shook. You know what I mean? But I also not going to blame. You know what I'm saying? Sam being shook 100% on Sam. He's a freshman or redshirt freshman, whatever. He's young, put it like that. I do think that the coaches should have reined him in a little bit, calmed him down, pulled him to the side. I wish I would have seen a little bit of that from Day on the sideline. Like, hey, pull the quarterback to the side, you know what I'm saying? Give him a little pep talk, whatever the case may be. Maybe that was needed, you know what I mean, to, you know what I'm saying? Because I do feel like as the game waned on, he started to lose a little bit of confidence, you know what I'm saying? And I think that played a big factor, though. But, it is what it is. I also think he should have ran more. I would like to see him escape the pocket. You know what I'm saying? And then when I say escape the pocket, I ain't meaning like escape the pocket like be Michael Vick. More so like how Joe Burrow just escape the pocket, step up, manipulate it. Look for that man downfield. I want to see that elevate more in his game too. And I think if he does that, I think he'll be, back in that Heisman race like he was this year. But that's about it. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
I can hear you.
Okay.
Yeah, I can
All
say
right.
with JS10, it's been a lot of talk with JS10 in recent time, and far as his pocket presence in these two games with Indiana and Miami. And me and UTV, we done went it over in the chat like a couple last couple of days and everything. Where we were talking
Mm-hmm.
about is Dez 10 mobile? Like, I feel he's mobile. I think he showed it in a couple of games and stuff. But I can say this in particular, I felt like he didn't have to show it in much emphasis due to the fact that the offensive line was always solid and majority of these games where they went 12-0. That's why I say that in particular. He didn't have to show much mobility because of the offensive line performing well. But into those games with Indiana and Miami, when it gets shaky, then that's when you gotta show what you gotta show. You gotta show your
Yeah.
mobility and stuff because a lot of people we give comparisons to JS10, like Joe Burrow, like you mentioned, and stuff like that. When you want to see more of that from him, and we didn't see that from him. So I see the fan base, talking about it as far as Ohio State Buckeye Nation, where they like we want to see more mobility from JS10, and I feel like with everything, I think it'll come in due time. It'll come in due time.
Let
He'll
me,
be
let me
fine.
ask you this: Do you think it's because he didn't have to, or it's because if you will go back to the shows we had for preseason, I was criticizing our cupcake schedule. I
Yeah,
said we had a cupcake schedule from back when the spring game. It was like our schedule was cakewalk. You know what I mean? And we're playing all these not tough teams. Maybe that's why he ain't been in no position to run. You know what I'm saying? Outside of Texas, Indiana Indiana was our next toughest game. Everybody else, bro, we playing Grambling and all this other Ohio University. Come on, bro. Like he ain't gonna get that type of wreck against those type of teams. You know what I mean? He's just not.
I'm
He
just,
made
hey, go ahead, hold on, go ahead, LV, go
man,
ahead, say it.
he made a crucial run in the Penn State game. Picked
Yeah,
up the first down. He escaped the pocket. I think he even took on some contact. You know what I'm saying? So it was
I
during
can
that
remember that.
time I was like, okay, here we go. So then when he didn't do that no more, I kind of was wondering, is that on the coach?
Yeah, yeah. And that's fitting
yeah.
too, bro.
See,
And that's fitting considering CJ Stroud came out and said they told him not to run.
Told him straight up.
right.
Like,
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
exactly.
So yeah.
Right, because that's the thought process you will have in your mind. You will be thinking like, well, we know in previous history they didn't, he wasn't really, kind of, his quarterback's running out there for real. So it's like, do you think that was a situation with JS10? It was a conversation with JS10 throughout, like even before, even in the
Before.
preseason, where we was talking about for us, like how big is he? Is he going to be able to take some of these hits? Where
Yeah.
he took hits. Like I ain't like he wasn't shying away from fucking smoke out there, like you know what I'm saying? Like at
Man,
all. Like it was
he
just
threw the dime. He threw the dime in the man, I can't remember.
Wisconsin game.
It,
In
yep.
the Wisconsin game where he stood in the
And got
pocket and got hit
smacked.
by two guys.
Yeah.
And that was that catch to Cordell Tate in the middle where he was up with two defenders.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So he got it in him then.
Like
He
he
You
got
he
know
it
what I
in
showed
him.
he
mean?
shows that like he got the toughness, you know what I'm saying, the mental toughness as
I think we got a contradicting
yeah,
coach
he got it in him.
as with the running at with like he's picking and choosing, like because he let Will run, but Will was big body out there too though,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
and Will was experienced. Will came to us running. He ran a
That was
little
Chip
bit at
Kelly.
Kansas
That
State.
was Chip Kelly. And let's talk about that aspect of it with Day though, calling the plays as far as his game. Now, Coach Day calling the plays in this game was a little bit. It was definitely different. I got to say.
Okay, my whole thing with that
Hold on.
is I like Day as a play caller if he's a play
No.
caller, but not as a head coach being a play caller. Like if you was just if you just would have stayed doing that the whole time from Urban to now, cool. But you are a head coach now. Then trying to switch over in the middle of all this stuff going on, and then call the plays. I don't know. But I don't know if the situation was better letting Hardline do it either. I think we were just in a man like.
I I agree. I feel like Hartline should have stayed at Ohio State. You know what I mean? I don't think 1 year as an OC, you know,
He's
made
not.
him ready.
Yeah, no. Nah. I kept saying it. We only promoted him to keep him because of his recruiting.
Facts.
Yes.
We
Facts.
wasn't
Yes.
ready. We just wasn't ready to go out and find. But that should have been the move for real. That should have been it.
Yeah.
He
I
just
agree.
wasn't. He just wasn't. He's just not. He just wasn't ready for that role. That's a big role. This is Ohio State.
Right. And you got to produce in that
But
role.
it just comes down to it where this game showed though where he can't possibly be the OC and call the game as head coach. He can't manage the game as head
That's
coach
not
and be the
even
CEO.
that's
This game
that's not
totally showed it.
This
yeah.
game did not show that. In no way or form capacity did this game show that they cannot call plays and be the head coach, bro.
Ah,
This game,
Ah,
this
How?
game, I
How?
will say, listen, I will say this. He can't get through under the fire. Like he can't like he can't break like they routine to do it. Say like if he doing it from beginning to end, like he can do it. But like no, like when you gotta switch things up like mid-season, like at the beginning of the playoffs, no, absolutely not. I'm
absolutely
with
not.
that, but
And if he's gonna be our head coach, he just needs to be our head coach, bro. Going forward, like he got to
That's
get
just
him.
that simple, bro.
He got to swing for
yeah.
the fences with this offensive coordinator and be the general, bro. And let's go.
yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. For sure.
Uh,
Yes.
and I say the NFL too, like somebody that's not just looking to come here for a season too, because that's weak. Not just
Yeah,
a one season. No,
yeah, we definitely need to work on locking the coordinator
we
in
need to
for a few
lock one in,
seasons.
bro. Yes,
See,
For
this is the
sure.
thing though. We lock a coordinator like my man LV just said. This is Ohio State. So when we do well, other teams and other, you know what I'm saying, from the college and NFL are going to look at our staff all the time. You know what I'm saying? As long as Ohio State is winning, our staff is going to be looked at. You know what I mean? So, I do think we need to lock one in, but it's also about more. I think it's more importantly getting that right guy year in and year out if we have to. You know
yeah.
what I mean? We have to get that right guy. Now, I'm not a fan of Chip Kelly and the head coach, but I think he was the right guy calling plays for us. You know what I'm saying?
I loved it.
Because because Chip Kelly believed in running the football. He
And we
He
believed
was
in
different.
running the football.
he
We
had
was
the
different,
Chip had the perfect balance of the two. And then he knew how to put his quarterback out in space to go make plays. Like you know what I mean?
hmm
Like with calling the RPO, that kind of sets your quarterback up to do
bro.
that.
Bro, that offense we put on the field last year, and that run was like some of the greatest, bro.
Yeah, Will
Man, he
Howard was
was
getting
cooking.
busy. Will Howard, I think we undervalued then what Will Howard meant to that offense, bro.
Man, we was
That's the
cooking,
truth,
bro.
though. That is the truth. That is the truth. I want to play. I want to show this right here. So I want to show a couple of tweets, man, from Maurice Correct right here, from after the game, where he was showing love a little bit, and this one he said, much respect to our team first and foremost. I'm proud of them. Wins or losses, Wins and losses are a part of the game. Didn't accomplish what we wanted, but that's life. That's a part of sports. Much respect to Miami. They executed and got it done. That's what it all comes down to. Win with class.
Hello?
Yo.
What happened? Y'all can hear me? What happened?
Lose. He said, "Win with class, lose with class. That's life. We will get better from this." And then he had another tweet right here where he said, "I don't sit and pout. We would get better this offseason. We can all look at the film, be brutally honest with what needs to be addressed and address it. That's how every team we see built up their deals. Brutally honest, be and work." And of course, it was a lot of a lot of conversation. Of course, a lot of people was going crazy at GS10, and you know, salute to Sam Block right here with the tweet where he was talking about first year starter, 20 years old, Heisman finalist, elite arm talent, elite accuracy, elite human being, elite Buckeye, and possibly, well, what he's saying, will win the Heisman Trophy in 2026. And he's talking about the Julian saying hate is disgusting because there was a
It's
lot of
not.
fans.
It's
There was a
not
lot of fans going
disgusting.
crazy.
It's
I
not
don't even
disgusting.
I don't
We're
even
just
know if it's hate or if it's critiquing. Like
exactly. That's
it
exactly. We're just
It
critiquing.
depends who it's coming from and what they saying for real.
yeah, I mean, I know there we got them window licking fans, it's some of them. It
Absolutely,
it was definitely some.
absolutely.
It was definitely some, but for the people that are well-rounded, know a little football, you know what I'm saying? It's just critiquing. We just seen some things, and he's seen some things that he hadn't seen. We
Yes.
we can't just act like, and it was coming from some dogs, man. It wasn't Northwestern blitzing him. Like,
Facts.
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah. Yeah. I agree. I don't think it's hate. We're just calling what we're seeing. We're just
And
saying what
he's
we
in the
saw.
championship game. He's throwing passes to Cornell Tate. He don't even want to catch him. How you think
So y'all
saying
want to y'all want to play the infamous play that right here, the infamous play with
Play it,
him and
No.
Cordell.
Man, no.
play
Let
it,
me play
No.
that play,
No.
man.
No.
Let me
play
play
it.
No.
it.
We don't need.
Second quarter, 14-0 Miami. Ohio State backed up. The perfect play call. It's the black zone. So you're backed up. Miami has to defend 90 yards. So unbelievable job here of taking a shot, moving the pocket. So now you stretch Bain down here. You stretch Mesidor, get them out of the way, move the pocket to protect your quarterback. You want to isolate a receiver and take a deep shot. Cornell Tate, first round pick. Right down the middle of the field. Lodi, he knew it right away. Oh my goodness. That is one of the biggest missed opportunities. Look at Tate. It's a walk-in. 90-yard touchdown.
Bro,
That's
he hit
tough
that.
right there.
He hit that. We win the game.
For
That's
sure.
tough.
That's a whole different ball game,
Yeah.
bro.
I swear
He hit
I swear there's another one.
Oh, it's definitely a couple more.
Cause he missed he missed Bi with his arm up too. He
Man,
He
missed.
nah.
hit that.
He
I seen that
missed.
play. I was sick. I was like, "Oh my god, how did JS10 not set his feet and not
Lord.
get ready for that one, man?" But my only thing was like we in the end zone there in our own end zone damn near, and then like the play where you rolling them out. You know what I'm saying? Where it was a risk in doing so, but the play was there though. It was definitely there
Bro,
for
if
Tate,
you
bruh.
look at the
Yo,
play closely, it wasn't a true rollout, Cam. It wasn't that.
yo,
You
check
keep
the chat,
saying
Cam.
they calling that, bro. It's not a true rollout, bro. You letting Fan off the hook with that shit, bro.
That was not a
It's not.
rollout.
That's
That was
that
not a
But,
true
same
but
That
rollout,
was
Michigan.
bro.
not a
That's the
rollout.
same Michigan joint. Same Michigan
That
joint.
is
He
it
was
not a
wasn't a
rollout,
inside.
backdrop
bro.
though. It's not a
That is a drop
backdrop
back,
though.
bro. They
No,
held
it's
a pocket.
not.
That was a pocket for
Come
him,
on,
bro.
bro. That is not a rollout.
That was
That
a
is not
pocket
a
for him,
rollout.
Cam.
He kept rolling, but the play didn't call for
And
that.
think about this.
Yeah,
Think about
I'm
this.
saying
Why?
he
Oh,
rolled out. That's all
bro,
I'm saying. I'm
that
judging
was
Jay Spence
insane.
action.
That
He
was
rolled
insane.
out to the left, bro.
Bro, that was
That's
insane.
all I'm
That wasn't
saying.
they calling the rollout. That's my whole thing. Because why would he call a seam for a receiver on the right side, who's lined up on the right side? He called Cornette to call a seam, but roll out to the left? That makes no sense. Makes no sense. Cornell Tate ran a seam route
Exactly what
lined
I'm
up on the right
saying.
side.
Yo, Cam, check the chat, bro.
Oh yeah, my boy Ted. Yeah. All right. Hold on. So hold on. Hold on. Let me. I got some more a little bit as far as the content for us that a little bit. So with I wanted to put this to the table with the blocking grades. You see these blocking grades from the O line, man, in this game in particular. The blocking grades was not great in this game, man. I want to put this to the table
Facts.
in
Facts.
Julian Sands' case in
Facts.
particular. The offensive line blocking grades was some of the worst that we've seen all season from these guys.
Mm-hmm.
Facts.
But in return of what? This is why he needs to have. That's why he needs to have escape the pocket capabilities in his arsenal and in his game, so he can make up for some of this. You need to,
Exactly.
you know what I'm saying? We need you to be a force multiplier, bro.
The the
That's
the ability, the ability we talking about, me and TB talking about, Cam, is the improv ability on Madden, bro. He needs that.
Absolutely.
He needs that, bro.
Absolutely.
you
Philip,
got to be a force
Philip,
Absolutely, man.
multiplier.
Philip was tripping. Dang.
So, oh yeah, let me run the content what Day said after the game. I need to run that. I gotta run that. Let me run the first one real quick. All right.
At the end of the day, we didn't get it done. That starts with me, and it goes down from there. So, I take responsibility for not getting the guys ready. And as you know, we spent an inordinate amount of time putting the plan together to get everybody ready to go play in that first half, and we didn't win the first half. So, we got to figure out why that was and learn from it moving forward.
I agree. They did.
If
This was a game we needed to win the first half.
Yeah, if y'all remember when the game was going on, I said in the on the thing in the chat, I was like, I don't even recognize these dudes.
Yeah, this was
You
a game
definitely
we
did,
needed to
bro.
win the first half.
I
It
did
didn't.
not
It didn't
recognize
help.
them. That first half, bro, I did not know who that team was, bro. We
It,
looked lethargic.
we did. We were flat. We were flat.
Yeah, bro. We
We were
looked like a
flat.
team that hadn't played football in 25 days.
We were
How you
flat.
doing?
So that posed my question. Do you think the layoff really played a factor?
It killed it. It killed us.
I mean, because
Hell
the
yeah.
three out of the bottom teams lost,
With
besides Indiana.
yeah, and all of them lost last year. Only
I
one
think
team has won. And not only was the layoff crazy, but we didn't just have a layoff. We had a layoff with all kind of stuff going on.
Yeah, we had a lot of shit going on as far as like recruiting with like we was closing in on our class for 2026 with
We was
Chris
doing
Henry
that.
Jr. and
O line
everything.
wasn't
The
sleeping.
Chris Henry Jr. situation was a 3 day, the 3 4 day situation because we was waiting to see if he was gonna be signed, and then we not even to add more context. Legend Bay was in play, like that whole controversy with Legend Bay, and then Brian Hartline leaving the day when it was signing day, going to South Florida, like that distraction, and then the whole distraction whether Brian Hartline was going to play call, if he was going to be coaching or whatsoever, if Ryan Day was going to be calling the plays for the game against Miami and everything. It was so much shit going on you like
But
where
that's
like
on the
as a
head
Julian was
coach,
in New
program.
man.
York for the fun of it.
Julius saying it, in New York and everything, regardless to everything that's going on, you gotta play ball. You gotta lock in and play ball. But you know what I'm saying, in the situation, shit, it just was just messed up for the Buckeyes in this situation, man. They couldn't get over the hump. They couldn't get that
But who,
passion
yo,
to make
we
this
can't put
run.
that on the players.
We can't put that on the players. We got to put that on the coach. The coach got to get these boys ready to play. You know
Absolutely.
what I'm saying? They're not changing the CFP format. Say we get a first round bye next year. We're gonna have another 30 days, another month before we play that first game, like we did. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have these boys ready to play.
Okay.
You know what I'm
You
saying?
y'all remember the interview JJ did when they was asking him, they asked him something and he was like, "Yeah, we trying to pick these practices back up because at the end of the season, the practices kind of fell off." What do you mean?
Right.
That's the
Right.
coach's fault. What do
That's
you
the
mean?
coach's fault.
All year long, you said we trying to keep the main thing, the
Could
main
it?
thing.
Could it?
Hmm.
Could it? Could it have anything to do with the hardline situation?
All of it did.
Nope.
All of. I think everything had to play in it. We was speaking before we even started. I said, if the when the game ends and where we they go back to Columbus, celebrate the game and just go into it, no distractions and everything. We're playing in a few days for the championship, bro. We're playing
Right.
it. We're playing. I believe it, bro. All that was just it was it's a lot to lose out on the championship to learn from it, but we had to learn from this. And like it's the thing with Alabama when they won and Lane Kiffin got his job, did he hang around? No, Saban said thank you very much, bye. And we gotta move on. We letting shit linger and hanging on to it because you was the great recruiter. Well, he can't recruit nothing here no more. Let him go.
Right.
That was the first era. Hanging on. First of all, why are you even answering your phone at 3 a.m. for USF?
But
Why would
he
you
got
even
that job
answer
on
the
some
phone
sneaky
at
shit.
3 a.m.
But
for
I thought
USF?
he was going at the UK job, and then they gave it to the OC for Oregon. And then we didn't even know he was really in play until like they just announced the hire man. You know what I'm saying? Of him. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
When
Yeah.
he
He
didn't
That
take
was
the
crazy.
Kentucky job, I said we good till next year. And then
Yeah,
boom,
yeah.
breaking
that
news.
USF, that
Listen,
shit was out of
I'm
the blue, man. But I ain't even mad at
and
it
I'm
though,
glad he got the
100%.
job. I'm glad he got the job. But if
Yeah,
you think
I
I don't think he'll be successful though. The first couple years, it depends. He hopefully he get him a long leash. You know what I'm
He
saying?
recruiting pretty decent up there at South Florida. I ain't gonna lie, he
It's not
doing some
about
shit
the
up there.
recruiting, bro. It's not about the
You
recruiting.
got you
He,
got to recruit.
I don't think he is ready offensively in the offensive mind, bro. I've seen enough of his play calling to see. I think he needed more
He's not actually
experience.
playing cards. I don't think he's gonna be calling plays there. There, though. I would 100%. No, I would 100% guarantee he's not calling plays there.
Why not?
Brian don't
yo,
want to call plays in reality. He want to be a head coach. He don't want to over.
Hold on,
He don't
hold
want to
on,
call
hold on,
plays
hold on,
and be a head coach. He's not
hold
about
on,
to do
bro.
both.
So if we don't, if it's not in his heart and his passion to be an OC to call plays, why was he even doing it in the first place with us?
That was the keep him here.
That was to get in the rankings, dog. Get up and get yourself up in the rankings.
Okay, so
You'll be a
so
O.
now I'm gonna
Like
criticize
it's
Coach Day.
like all right,
See, now I'm
all
gonna
right. Like
criticize Coach Day
I
a
give you a
little bit
prime example.
more.
Hold on,
Now I'm
I
gonna
give you a
criticize
prime
Coach.
example.
Listen,
Fine, I
I'm
give
gonna
you a prime
criticize Day a
example.
little
Hold
bit
on.
more. That's horrible. That's horrible,
Oh,
bro. That's
I'm gonna
horrible.
give you a prime example of what it is. All right, think of like a guy like Kerry Combs, for instance. I give an example for him. Kerry Combs, he wasn't a great defensive coordinator when he came to Ohio State. We knew that wasn't his thing. We know Kerry Combs from him being out here head coaching at Coleraine, being the guy that's a leader of a program, a guy that know how to recruit when he was in college at UC and Ohio State, a DB's coach, special teams coach. That's Kerry Combs. He's a guy that he's a leader among men. You can put him and give him the UC head coaching job, and he'll probably lead them into promise and recruit very well and do his thing if they gave him the opportunity to be the head coach at UC. But they never gave it to him. You know what I'm saying? But besides that little stand a couple years ago when they was going through the coaching change. But at the same time, I'm just saying, like, it's guys that's leader, man. It's guys that, like Urban Meyer. Urban Meyer wasn't a play caller. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't a real play caller, but he was a hell of a, head coach, a hell of a CEO of a program. I just feel like the way that Brown Hartline moves, I feel like he's the guy that is a leader among men where he don't have to call the plays to be a head coach. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like
I
he'll be
think
good at
Urban wasn't a bro, Urban.
USF if he put the right guys around him. Which it look like he got a decent staff around him.
I think Urban had a lot of innovation in his play calling, though. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
and he was a special team specialist.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
Yes.
the people that
Yeah.
he picked though. Remember that he
Yeah.
picked Ryan Day to be his OC,
Ryan
and
Day
then he gave
definitely
the
child
keys to
plays
Ryan
well.
Day. He left Ohio State, retired, and gave the keys to Ryan Day, bro. Like
Because
he wasn't given the keys for
Being
no
the
reason.
CEO, he knew being the CEO and the G, you know what I'm saying, and the base of the organization was best for the program. And that's what I said the same thing when Ryan Day announced he's going to be calling plays against Miami. I said that's not a good deal. That's not a it's not good. I wasn't
Right,
happy about that. You
right,
know, I
right.
mean,
You was
because
right. You was advocate for that. All right,
yeah, I
so
was
I
like,
don't think
no.
Hardline
go ahead, TB.
I
Go
don't
ahead,
think
Tony.
I don't think Hardline would have gave us a better shot. I think Hardline was in the way. He should have been off the sideline, bro.
I
So it
think
was
no, in reality, I think it was the right move by Dave making the move because I feel like Harline was distracted to call plays, even if that
Hmm.
was the move.
Hmm.
But you know what I'm saying. But just switching gears though, the replacement for Harline, Cortez Hankton, man. Um, former, LSU, wide receivers coach and former Georgia wide receivers coach as well. He coached on one of the Georgia's national championship teams. He's the wide receiver coach for Ohio State now. And of course, in recent time, this past weekend they had top 2027 guys, Monshawn Sales from Indiana, Eric McFarland, and Jameer Brown, the Ohio State 2027 commit from Dayton Wayne. They were all three hanging with Cortez Hankton this past weekend. And he's getting the ball rolling as far as the recruiting wise. And, if, we go talking about the portal a little bit, what I'm saying, he's working in the portal a little bit. But
Hmm.
just before we get into that, let's get get the national championship vibes a little bit right now from just recent time. And of course, Indiana, they beat Oregon. Now blew them boys out 56-22. And Miami, they got the hard fought win against Ole Miss, where, very controversial towards the end of that game in particular, far as whether it was a pass interference or not on that last play and everything, far as that Ole Miss and Miami game. But Miami, they just do, and now these guys they going into the national championship against Indiana. Right now they're -7.5 favorite. Indiana's -7.5 favorites over Miami right now in this game. What y'all think about the national championship going into this game, as far as everything that happened for us the semifinals and everything?
I think it's amazing. It's amazing that the last two teams standing are the are the teams that we lost to.
That's a crazy stat, right?
That's amazing. They said we hey yo, hey your
And they
boy
say we
Ralph
don't play
Lopez.
nobody in that. Like they say that we, they you talk about the competition. I'm like, bruh, we was lost to the two teams that was in the national championship, bro. Like I would have said that more than anything to lose to some fucking scrubs.
Hey yo, hey yo, Ralph Lopez said we came out of witness protection, bro.
Oh, it's all good. It's all good. Let them talk. Let them talk. We keep cooking. Keep cooking. Let them talk. Yeah. So I mean, into this game though, I mean, look at how Indiana, bro. They like you look at how they dominated Alabama and they dominated Oregon in particular. Indiana's looking very strong, man. Like they really surprised me, and it pisses me off. I'm gonna say it pissed me off. I'm gonna tell you the reason why. The reason why it pisses me off is due to the fact that if we would have beat Indiana and got that number one seed, I felt like we would have swept through that side. We would have beat Bama and definitely got off on Oregon for sure, and been in the natty right now, man. If we would have got that number one seed beating Indiana, man, but everything happens for a reason. They got the guys right now. Indiana's playing great football. I said the other day, I made a post during that game. I was like, Indiana was the most complete football team going into the playoffs, and they showing it 100% now while they in the playoffs by beating these teams the way that they beating them right now. Like they putting the hammer on these guys. Like Alabama, no, they of course they ain't the same Alabama from previous years, but Alabama is still Alabama. They still a tough football team. They always really tough, and they always talented and great, and they all right
Alabama
along with
shouldn't.
Oregon.
Alabama shouldn't have been in it. They
I
shouldn't
agree
have.
that
Alabama shouldn't even been in it. Oregon was a fraud all season long. They was a fraud. The only team that they played was Indiana all
facts.
year. The only team they played was Indiana. I never,
Yeah,
I
bro.
never, I never believed in the uniform team. I never believed in them.
Man,
Yeah,
but
bro.
yo, we gotta talk about why y'all don't think Indiana is here long term. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't understand that
No,
logic
no,
on
no. See, hold on. See, that's no.
that's what
We
y'all
never. We
said.
wasn't. No, we were. Hold on. We wasn't saying that they wasn't there long term. I'm just saying that the way that they move for us, like they roster movement, like right now, because we mentioned it where we was like, yo, Indiana's about to lose 85, 90% of their roster that's playing. A lot of those guys are older guys. So I'm saying for them to recoup, they have to recruit very well. They had to recruit in the portal very well and gain guys out of the roster to replace those guys. It's not a no for certain that those guys are going to be good and come into play right away and help them build to possibly win another national championship again next year. It's not for certain for that. I mean, like I said, I
No,
gave my
what
prime
I'm not saying
example.
is for
My
certain,
prime
but what I'm
example
sitting
was
there saying is that
Colorado. My prime example was
no,
Colorado, far as prime, how he's building his roster off of the transfer portal mainly. He only recruits damn near maybe 10 to 15 kids in the class, maybe, if anything, at high school. Like, and you look at it how it is, those portal kids become either they're rejects coming from other schools, whatever, to where they become become either hit or miss. Some of the guys be hit or miss. Like I said, I
that's the
gave an
game
example.
nowadays, though. That's
Our
the
national
college
championship
game.
year, all of our portal guys we got was damn near a hit. The guys that we got this past year wasn't a hit. A majority of
That's
it
my
was
point.
misses.
That's the game. That's the game. You know what I'm saying? That's the landscape
But
of the game nowadays.
that's why I'm explaining why that I'm saying that Indiana is not for certain that they're going to be substantial to carry on bringing guys year in after year, where you have to fill up a majority of an entire roster with portal guys. You're not going to win
But listen,
doing
when you
that.
got Kurt
You
Signetti,
got to
you
be in
got
a
a
high
proven
school
coach
and
who's
doing some
done it
other stuff.
already. You got a proven coach who's done it already at two different universities, and he's doing it at Indiana. Now, when you win the Big Ten, the nagging go undefeated, yeah, bro, you're gonna get them guys.
He
I don't
is.
care what D1 university you at.
He
You're gonna
is.
get them
But it's
guys,
not a
bro.
year
He's
in, year
already.
out thing, TB. That's my thing.
He's already starting to get them, bro. Let's just be honest. He had 3 commits right during the middle of the All American game. Uh, the portal, he's done good while they're playing for a national championship. Like, I'm not a other university fans. I'm the one that's gonna keep it funky with you. I'm pro Ohio State. I don't if they find a way to cancel the game and they don't even play it in a couple of days, I'm cool with that. I'm cool with it. Like I'm him. Like that's how I feel about all. I don't want no other university clothing to even come in my crib. Like that's how serious I am. Like it's not
Facts.
happening. So that's how serious I take it. But so I've been real strong against the Indiana thing, but I'm coming around, man. I see it different now. Yeah, I
They,
don't know if
they
they going undefeated every year because that's tough, but they gonna be there,
no,
bro. They gonna be
no,
there.
they're not going undefeated. They're not going undefeated every year. And I said this last year too, Cam, and I've been consistent. I said we cannot, as Ohio State fans, to stop.
Hey,
We have
TB.
to
I don't
take
know what
some
happened
of
to
these
TB.
teams seriously.
Oh, that
We
was
have to
Tony.
take some of these teams.
TB, you good?
Huh?
LV, can you
Can you
hear
hear
me?
me?
Yeah, yeah.
Can you hear me,
I
LV?
can hear.
Okay. What I
Oh
was saying
shit.
last year, Cam, and I was consistent. I said we got to start taking these teams seriously, bro. We can't start just overlooking these teams. You know what I'm saying? Underestimating some of these schools that are on the come up trying to compete with us. Like, you know what I'm
NIL made
saying?
it
Like, we
different.
can't. Yeah, we can't have that mindset. We
It's
just can't.
spread out. It's spread out. And we are Ohio State. People hate us.
Yes.
They hate us.
Yes.
People try to get together and do things. That's why Coach Day started telling the kids, like, let's try to be a little more quiet on these visits and stuff, because as soon as you say you're going to Ohio State, they up the bag.
Yes, they will. They will,
They
because
don't
they
want us
don't
to
want us.
have
They don't want.
anything. People
Yes.
hate us.
Exactly. 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 They will up the bag and
The
try to outbid us
NIL
every time.
is evened it out, man.
I would say this though, for us like the NIL, because we gonna talk. We can get into you know what I'm saying the transfer portal thing. You know what I'm saying, because Ohio State definitely had several guys this year hitting the portal. But just to kind of before we switch a little bit with like I was just saying before with Indiana, I feel like with Indiana they definitely got. Oh no, pause. Hold on, cause okay. Oh shit. I didn't mean to do that. That's mute. Oh, I didn't mute him because he got his background. I feel like with Indiana in particular, like it's not going to be a year every year where they're going to be able to bring in guys year in year after year in year out where they hit on all of the guys where they're competitive, winning every year. You know what I'm saying? That's just my whole case for us that in particular. But I feel like with a coach like Kirsten Eddy, I feel like he's an amazing coach where he gonna keep those guys above water, where he'll keep them into playoff contention and everything. That's my thing for us, those guys in
With
particular.
Mark Cuban giving
But
him the bag, bro, they gonna
it's
be
not a
okay.
substantial thing every year, year in, year out to me.
Yeah, but that he got that Mark Cuban bag back in him too now.
Let me see something. I'll take maybe I need to
That money's talking.
take this out. Hold on. Let me go in and go out right now because I can't hear y'all for some reason. Let me go in and go out.
I think this thing be messing
He
up.
he said he can't hear us.
Yeah, it did this the last
I can hear
time.
y'all, even though I was in the lounge and trying to get my clothes out to dry.
I don't think you could have heard me earlier.
I can't hear nobody now.
My bad, bro. Hi. Hold on. Cam back.
I don't think.
Cam now back.
Uh-uh.
Huh. So who would you like, bro, for the new OC? Who like? I know. Did you throw any couple names out in the group?
For the what?
You hear me?
Yeah, you said for the what? Yeah, I can't hear it. All messed up.
Yeah, I was saying. Yeah, I was saying. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. I would say who did you say anybody in the group who you want for the next OC?
Man, I hadn't really I really hadn't dived into it for real, bro. Man, yeah, I really don't know.
What about Bro, you think we can get like a Mike McDaniels?
Woo.
You
That's
think
a
we can get
big one.
him?
That's a big one, I think. That would be huge.
I, I mean, why can't we get him? We got Chip Kelly and Matt Patricia. Matt Patricia is a Super Bowl winning DC. You know what I'm saying? Why can't we get a Mike McDaniels? Throw the bag at him.
Ain't that the like that's the
Y'all can hear
Miami
me?
dude.
Yeah, we can hear you. Yeah, but he got fired though, bro. LV, he got fired.
Yeah, I always thought he needed to go to rehab or something. So,
we talk.
something's up with
We
him.
talking about Mike McDaniels, Cam. We trying.
Yeah,
That's who I want.
yeah, I think
Mike
I have heard
McDaniels.
things about him like
Hmm.
offensive, he be good, but something about him strikes me as he be high, man.
He do, but I think he can relate to them kids though, man. You know what I'm saying? He's not like an old guy. He don't got no old ways in his system and shit like that.
You are
You
right.
know what I mean? I think he'd be able to be more relatable.
Yeah.
I don't think I think Mike McDaniel then he gonna be staying in the NFL. I feel like
I think
everything
he
is
gonna
leading
be
to
head
Brian the
coach again.
ball right now.
Yeah, he gonna be head coach in
Brian
LA.
Davis,
Everything is leading to Brian the ball, bro. I would love to
I'll take him
snatch
too.
Mike Shanahan from Indiana, dog. I'd love to take Shanahan away from Cincinnati, dog. I wish Ryan Day was on Savage topic like that, but he ain't on that type of topic, dog.
Nah, he's not. Brian Day got a
Also,
little bit too much of old school stubbornness in him too. That I wish that he would just let go sometimes. Like, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
he's still of the old age a little bit, and I say that in referencing to just how he wants his quarterbacks. I just don't truly feel like he believes in that dual threat. And the games has changed, bro. You got defensive linemen running sub 540s. You know what I'm saying? Like you got defensive linemen running 4.8s, 4.7s. Linebackers running 4.7s, 4.6. Like, you know what I'm saying?
right?
It's like, come on,
Bro,
you gotta
I heard
have a
my
running
boy
back out
Diggy
there that's
said that
Yeah.
consistent.
earlier on the post, man. My boy Diggy literally said he's like, man, like Brian Day need to get dual threat quarterbacks, man. But
If
just
you don't go dual threat, you can't go statue.
You can't.
You're not gonna win. Man, no, you ain't gonna beat nobody but the bottom of the Big Ten.
Right. And then and look at it from this. When was the last dual threat quarterback Ohio State had that wasn't successful?
man,
You know what I'm
shit.
saying?
Hey,
Every dual threat
hey,
QB we've had,
Will Howard was a dual threat last year.
bro,
Yeah,
you kept saying that, man.
I mean, he
You
could have
kept
been.
saying.
I feel like if they would have let him be who he was when he got there, but I feel like Coach Day dumbed him down in his running because even when
Yes.
he ran, it looked foreign to him. He looked like he had never ran before, and we seen footage, we seen him play, we know he could run. But when he started running for us at first, he was tripping over his feet, tripping over the lines.
Bruh, he looked like a kid that just snuck out of his house for the first time. You know what I'm saying? Didn't know what to do
I can't believe
when he
I'm
was
doing
running.
this.
Right. That's what it looked like sometimes when he ran it.
Are we talking about Will ringed up Howard?
Yes, we
Oh
are.
gosh.
They tell about Will ring up Howard, man.
Oh
Yeah, I
my
better get off
gosh.
my man's, bruh.
This guy.
But
Hey,
every year, every year that we had a dual quarterback, if we would have had Matty P as our we'd be natty champs.
I
Yes.
disagree. Matty P couldn't have made that defense good when CJ played. But that defense was bad.
Oh my God,
Scheme plays a lot. Scheme plays
they
a big factor.
man,
That was a bad defense, bruh. I ain't trying to hear that. You can only do so
Scheme
much
plays a
with
big factor,
you
bro.
can only do so much with Tough Borland, bro. Let's just be fucking blatantly honest here.
that's real shit. That's real shit. I'm with you on that shit.
Oh my
That's real
gosh.
shit.
Y'all act like he
Let
was
me
trash. He wasn't
since what
trash.
Man,
Bubby,
he was
there's there's
nah, he
there's
wasn't that.
literally messages in our group chat about how Tub Borland was trash and should have never been a Buckeye linebacker. Let's keep it a buck. Let's not try to save face. I'm not saying this is my thing. And my bad, I was asleep, y'all. I fell asleep. But let me just establish I am almost tired. Almost tired. Almost fucking tired of hearing y'all talk about how we need fucking dual threat quarterbacks.
Why?
2002 was our quarterback dual threat in 2002? Yes or fucking no?
Who's could be in 2002? The game
Craig
was
Krenzel.
changed in 2002.
Craig
Oh my
Krenzel.
God, Craig Krenzel was able to escape the pocket and
He
make
was
plays
Will
and go
Howard.
first down.
He was Will Howard. He was Will
Hold up.
Howard.
No, nobody said
Hold
he
up.
was
Mm.
Will Howard, but he made third down conversions with his feet that
So did
extended
Will Howard.
drives.
So did Will
Oh
Howard.
my!
So did Will Howard. 2014. Who was our quarterback?
Oh my!
Who was our quarterback in 2014?
Are you talking about Cardell Jones or
He
Dwayne
ran
Haskins?
up the middle on third down. Will Howard could do that too. That's not a dual threat quarterback. Don't confuse it. He was not a runner. He just fucking ran his big fat ass up the fucking middle of the line.
And
That's
was
it.
running
He
people
According
wasn't
to
no
over.
Cam,
running
according to
quarterback.
Cam, he was a
And
He
was
runner.
was.
running people
What did he
According to
over.
Cam,
do
he
in
was
the
a runner.
NFL? Did he run the football in the NFL in the 3 games that he played? No, he's not a fucking dual threat
Man, he was in
quarterback.
sweats
He's
in the
not a
NFL.
dual threat quarterback. He's 8 foot, 10 foot, 12. He's fucking Shaq that could throw the ball a little bit. No, he wasn't a dual threat quarterback. He could just run because he was bigger than everybody. Looked like
Julian
fucking
Could he
Lane
Wimby.
started
escape?
running.
Looked like Wimby
Could he
running down
escape
the
the
goddamn
pocket?
lane. Come
Could
on.
he escape the
Bro,
pocket and
dual
extend
threat
drives?
quarterback is Mike Vick. Goddamn Lamar Jackson. Goddamn fucking are we serious? Are we like we are talking about dual threat quarterbacks, not a
Mm.
motherfucker that when the fucking blitz is running at him, he can run up the middle a little bit. We're talking Justin Fields. We're talking Terrell Pryor. Where were we in the Natties then, bro? We were getting fucking spanked by 40 by Alabama. Like, let's be fucking real. That shit don't always work, bro.
Ugh.
Carson Beck,
Bro, you
right
sitting there
now.
getting spanked by 40 by Alabama. Hold on, you sitting there saying we getting spanked by 40 by Alabama, but then want to talk about Borland as a shitty linebacker. That wasn't why we was getting beat by 40, wasn't because of the dual threat quarterbacks. It wasn't. You know what I'm saying?
So,
That
did he
ain't the
score
case.
any fucking points? Did Justin Fields score any points? Since you want to do that and blame the defense, was it 30 to fucking
I'm
0 or
not
not?
blaming the defense. I'm just
Was
saying
it
that
30
wasn't the
to
reason
0 or
why.
not? Was it 30 to 0 or not? Was it
When
30
did we
to
lose
0
30
or
to
not?
0?
When we
When was it
played
30 to
Clemson.
0?
We're talking dual threat quarterbacks because 40 to 0 wasn't a dual threat quarterback. So was
So
30 to
30 to
0?
0
You talking the
Was that on
Clemson
the
game?
the
defense?
defense ain't got no blame for 30 to 0. The defense ain't got no blame for that, huh?
No, but the
You
offense
30
didn't
to
score a
0,
single
the defense
fucking
playing
point.
good?
But you want to talk
The
about
defense playing
scheme.
good at 30 to
So
0?
does momentum matter? If the defense don't make a single stop, can the offense get any momentum? So come on,
No,
bro. Come on,
no.
bro.
But that's not the
Come
dual
on,
threat quarterback's
bro.
fault. That's not the dual
Come
threat
on, bro.
quarterback's fault,
If
bro.
the if the offense
You trying to
goes
have a
three and
change of
out
30
20
to 0
times,
and talking about it's a dual threat quarterback fault? The defense
if
gets
the
no fucking
offense goes
nosebleed.
out
If it's
3 and
30 to 0,
out 20 times in a game, can the defense stop somebody? Yes or no?
no,
Fuck them dual
no.
threat
You got to
quarterbacks.
play complimentary football. You
Bro,
got to
our
play
team,
complimentary
listen,
football.
You don't
listen,
have as many 3 and outs with dual threat quarterbacks.
but we did. But we did. That's the problem.
Yeah, I agree.
And
Yeah,
then
we
who?
did.
But
Some
this
of
is
them
my
games,
thing.
some of the
This
guys
is
we
my
did.
thing. We had a Heisman contending quarterback that lost 2 games by a total of 13 points to the 2 teams in the national fucking championship. And y'all act like we just need to go get a fucking dual threat quarterback now. Shut the fuck
No, we
up.
never said we needed to go get one. We
We
said
never
he
said
needs to
that.
be mobile. He needs to move around.
Exactly.
He needs to get some pocket
Exactly.
awareness.
Watch him against Penn State. Watch him
Exactly.
against other games. He
I
was
don't care about
overwhelmed
Penn
in a
State.
game.
Penn State didn't
Penn
beat
State
us.
was trash, Tyler. He was trash,
Their
bro.
D line isn't
Penn
trash.
State was
Shut the fuck
trash.
up. God damn, you
What are
just
you
say whatever
talking
the
about?
fuck
Penn
you
State
want.
sucks. They
You're
Penn
sick
sucked,
State
as
was
bro.
fuck.
They
Their
trash.
D
sucked.
line is still going to
They
get drafted. You sound
sucked,
like a fucking idiot.
bro.
You sound like
They
a fucking
sucked, bro.
idiot.
Penn State sucked. They were ass
Their
cheeks.
records
They
suck.
were
Their D
trash.
line is better than most that we
You are
played.
what your
Shut the
They
records say
had
fuck
you
like
are.
up.
2 rushes on
You
him.
are what your records say you are. You are what your record
Okay.
says you are, bro.
Okay. And
They
2-9 Florida beat the
It
team that's in the
sucks.
motherfucking national championship. Shut the fuck up. Get out of
Bro,
here.
it's the reason why they lost too. Because he ain't learned
Come
from his
on,
lesson.
bro.
He got blitzed.
Come
He
on,
got blitzed in
bro.
both fucking games and didn't
Come
do
on,
shit.
bro.
He couldn't escape the pocket. He couldn't step up in the
Because his
pocket. He
offensive
couldn't
line
escape.
looked worse than Joe Burrow's.
Bro, that's when you do it. You don't escape the pocket when you got all day to fucking throw. And you got a
Okay,
clean
how many
pocket, why you
times
gotta
does
run
Joe
to the
Burrow get
pocket for?
motherfucking sacked? He's the most sacked quarterback in the fucking NFL, and he's got pocket awareness. Shut up, bro.
Yes,
Y'all
and
just
Joe
talking
Burrow
shit.
has plenty of times. Joe Burrow
Y'all
has
talking
shown
shit
plenty
about
of
an
times that he
elite
can step up to
quarterback.
the
Y'all
pocket
tripping,
and
bro.
extend plays.
He
Bro,
did
Joe
the
Burrow
whole
has shown he can
season.
step up to the pocket and extend plays. Julian
Okay.
Sayer hasn't shown that.
I'll show you.
That's a
Yes,
horrible
yes. And
example.
I'll show you
That's a
multiple
horrible fucking
plays that he
example.
has. Versus Penn
No,
State.
bro, you said one freaking game. No, Joe Burrow has shown multiple games in his career that he can step up into the pocket and extend plays and throw the ball
And he's still
downfield.
the most sacked quarterback in the fucking NFL.
No, he's not. No, he's
Yes, he
not. He's
is.
not the most sacked quarterback. No, he's
Since
not.
he's been in the
No, he's
NFL, he
not.
is the most sacked quarterback. We will go get stats right now. Don't you fucking dare argue with
Are
me.
you talking about
Don't
since he's
you
been in the
fucking
NFL, or
dare
are you
argue
talking
with
about
me.
this is last year? Are you talking
Don't
about
you
this is
dare
last year?
argue with me.
Hey,
Since he's been drafted, he's the most sacked quarterback in the NFL. I will pull the stats right now. Don't you fucking dare
just to
argue
add
that.
more context though.
Pull the
Just to
fucking
add more
stats.
context though.
That's
Julian
Pull
Sand
the
facts.
was
fucking
sacked
stats.
5 times.
You
Julian
don't get
Sand
to
was
ride
sacked
one
five
quarterback's
times
dick and hate the
in
other
both
one. You don't get
games,
to pick
bro.
and choose.
The most sacked
Pull
in the
You was
playoffs.
sacked 5 times in
the
both
fucking
games. Just to
stats, though.
add a
Pull
little
the fucking
context,
stats.
man. 20, 21 blitzes out of 40 dropbacks from Miami on Julian Sand in that game. The pressure was there,
Cam,
bro.
you know what
We
that is?
gotta really
I
establish
just
and
listen.
understand.
You know what
T
But
that
we
Rock,
is?
you
talked
my
about the
dog.
weakness
You
of
my
our
dog.
line was the right side of the
That's them
line
watching film.
throughout the
That's
year,
them
and it
watching
showed it,
film and
bro. They
seeing
was
something on
cooking us the
film
last two
and
games.
exploiting that. Bro, that's Miami watching film, seeing something on film, and exploiting that, bro. That's what they did.
They
And
The
lined
you know
both
fact
of
that
what?
them
our
dudes up
offensive
on our
line was
over our right
ass.
guard in the first quarter. They lined them. Oh, they lined both of them up over them.
Okay, listen.
Right.
Listen,
Facts.
let's establish that when you've spent the last 3 seasons turning career guards into left tackles and then go play premier defensive ends, this is going to happen. This
So
is
that's what we
going
That
call
to
is
steady.
that's
happen.
a good
So
talking
that's what we
point.
call
That is a
steady.
good talking point, T.
So
Bet
that's
I
what
ain't
we
gonna
call
lie.
steady.
I
I've
like
said
that
that
talking
for a
point.
So that's what we call
while.
steady.
Yes, you got to stop fucking turning guards into tackles. Get a fucking tackle. Literally, 3 years in a row, we've turned a career guard into a tackle. 3 years in a row. Austin
That's
Sarivold,
ridiculous.
Jackson, and fucking fuck. Dude, he's on the
Philip
Browns
Williams on the
right
right
now.
side.
He's on the Browns
You
right
talking
now.
about? Oh yeah, I know you're talking about. I can't think of his name. Damn. Yeah, I know you're
Uh,
talking about though.
bro, I'm
Big
telling you,
boy.
last 3 years, our left
Oh no!
tackle was a career guard.
Cam, did you see this? Cam, did you see the comments? Said Carson Beck, who sucks at running, is able to get away with running due to his offensive line. What
When
are we talking
elite
about, bro?
linebackers make mistakes, when fucking Caleb Downs misses his assignment. Stop.
Bro,
Carson
he
Beck ain't no
gave us
fucking
body
runner.
blows. Bro, you gotta be fucking kidding me, man. Those body blows
No,
that he
you're
was running,
fucking
those
smoking dope.
third downs that he ran against
I
us were
hate you as
body
a
blows,
Buckeyes
bro.
quarterback fan. I hate you as a Buckeyes quarterback fan. I hate it. It's disgusting. You're terrible, and you're a disgusting fucking hater, and I hate it. Only Buckeye quarterbacks. Joe Burrow can eat a fucking piece of shit, and you would talk about how it was gold and you want a piece too. But let Julian say it
No,
fuck up two
bro, I
games
gave Joe
in his
Burrow hope
fucking
on the ball
freshman
too
year.
much.
His freshman year. Joe Burrow could eat a piece of
Bro,
shit and
I
you'd
think
go
Joe Burrow
buy
holds
one
on
to
to the
eat
ball
it.
too much.
But let a Buckeye quarterback make a mistake, you want to eat dick and say you need to get somebody new. Quit it.
No,
Quit
I
it.
don't. No, I don't.
Quit it. I've seen
You
motherfuckers
see
point
my
out
boy
actual
Ralph
bullshit that
Lopez,
Joe
man.
Burrow's done. And you be in this motherfucker like, Joe Burrow's a god, and he could never make a mistake. Julian saying
No
have two
way.
bad
Bro, we
games.
ain't talking about Joe Burrow.
Come
We
on,
ain't talking
bro.
about Joe Burrow, bro. We talking
I'm
about
using
Julian
your
saying he
context.
can't get out the damn pocket and extend plays. That's what we talking about.
And you see
Yes, he
Ralph
can.
Lopez, he said first play Miami ran the twist with both DNs versus the right guard.
Yeah.
Hey,
They
Homeboy.
was on
I
that
love him to
timing,
death.
bro.
I've lived. Oh, he left. TB, you better bring your ugly ass back.
I think he come back in.
LB, welcome to TV. I was asleep, Bubby. This is me. I be screaming at people.
Thanks, man.
I better
Hey, let's get
let me
it.
get a. I
Let's get
gotta
it.
go
Let's get into this
upstairs.
portal talk. Let's get into
Go
this
ahead.
portal talk, man. By the way, so um, by the way, with the guys, man, it was 11 transfers going into today, including the last one that we just got in the last, hour and a half, last couple of hours, man, which is we're very excited about. We're gonna definitely talk about that one. But the first, one of the big one starting off though probably was John Walker from UCF, D tackle. No, got a lot of versatility at that position. Definitely adds more depth for that position in particular, along with execution that's coming back. And that was definitely a big, huge get for the Buckeyes starting off out of the transfer portal for sure. And the next one came pretty much like Dalton Riggs, the long snapper, and of course, we lost the long snapper, so we ended up gaining one. So that that was a good pickup as well. Just bringing another one, new guy coming in as well, and of course, one of the big one, Mason Williams from Ohio U, tight end from Ohio U, which is of course, Will Kazmarek, he came from Ohio U. Mason Williams, another guy was a little bit more productive than Will Kazmarek coming in from Ohio U to Ohio State. So, rangy guy that can block and catch, out of the backfield and everything and catch. So, real interesting bringing him on along with Nate Roberts, for us, the standout freshman that was getting a lot of tick at tight end and playing the H back, in the backfield, as well for Ohio State this past year.
We probably don't
Devin
need to run
McClain.
that anymore.
Hey, bro, but they are, bro, because like I'm gonna tell you the reason why. Why when you get like, all right, Max Clear, he declared today, right? He declared. They bring in two tight ends out of the portal. They already got Max LeBlanc. They got Nate Roberts, and they got a couple other guys already. So
Now, what's gonna call
they're
left too?
hoping for Nate Roberts to be the guy.
I mean, he
Yeah.
has made lots
Like
of
the
Yeah,
nice
I
plan, the
want him to
plan
be
throws.
the
is for Nate
guy. I
Roberts.
want him to be more of a tight end though. He's not a fullback. He's a tight end. He's a true tight end.
Right. I think from what I heard they were bringing Hunter Wilson from Northwestern, the tight end that committed last night. I heard he was going to be the guy that was coming in playing the H back role possibly,
Uh,
and Mason Williams and Nate Roberts would be more the versatile tight ends and packages going into this year.
word.
So that's what I personally heard, in general earlier with those guys in particular, and of course, Devin McQueen, the wide receiver from Texas San Antonio, a lot of production from him. Yeah, like he's 6 footer. He's a guy that the guy that played on the outside. He played on the outside and at UTSA, but in general, it's going to be interesting if they're going to play him on the outside to have Chris Henry Jr. build off of him, or they're going to mix him up between the outside and the inside, along with Brandon Ennis and everything too, due to his speed and his versatility with his, with the size that he has and everything. You know
Nah,
what I mean?
go
But I
ahead and
feel
say
like
what
they
you said
want to
earlier.
make Chris Henry Jr. a guy outside, starting with, Jeremiah Smith. They want him to be
Yo,
the guy.
Nah,
yo,
hey,
your
you
your
make
honest
your hot
opinion.
take that you
When
made
you
on that
seen
phone call
his
What y'all think
tape,
earlier.
about that?
when
I wanted to ask you your honest opinion when you see his highlight tape. Do you really see the speed that they're talking about? Because I didn't see it.
I'm not excited about it. I can't lie. I thought that it was funny
Yo
that
yo.
Cam. I don't know. To me,
It's messed up.
you can't hear me.
Y'all there?
You can't hear me.
Yo yo.
You can't hear me. I'm
Yeah, I don't
talking.
know what happened.
Yo,
Yo.
you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. Yo yo.
Yo, you hear me? All right. Yo.
Damn. You can't hear me.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah. You can't hear me. You can't hear me.
I
Oh,
can
let me
hear
go back
now.
in. Let me go back in. Let me go back in, and then y'all can just cook up. But I'm about to go back.
Can you hear me, bro?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, you couldn't hear me last time. So just not to lose it while Cam trying to figure out what's going on. We was in the middle of talking about them tight ends. I agree with you. I don't really think. I don't know. I think we just need to switch to four wide and quit trying to run two tight end all the damn time.
Yeah, bro. I don't
Um,
understand why we have like it's wide receiver you for a reason, bro.
yeah, I don't disagree. Um,
Like,
my issue here is I don't think that either one of these tight ends are like high producing tight ends. So like,
they're
I
not. It's
don't.
like 200 yards received.
Yeah. And then I
Yeah.
heard you mention the Devin McQueen thing. I don't know. I don't know that I'm impressed with that pickup either. But at the end of the day, we need
I
some
think
depth at wide
they
receiver.
got him more so off of his
Yeah, we
speed and
needed
his
it.
production.
I really
You know what I'm
thought
saying? They was
the
looking at
whole
that
game
for us
plan
that in
going
particular.
into the offseason
But
was
no,
to
Cam,
is
make
he a
it
Cam, stop.
completely
a world
unfair
burn?
on the
Bro,
outside.
I'm just
I thought
saying
we
what
were
it.
like
I'm
really
saying
gonna
what they
swing
got him for. That's what
at
they
a
got him
guy in the
for, though,
portal
bro.
for real.
No,
Like,
time out. Time out. No, no, no. I'm not telling you to stop like that. You two clearly can't hear each other and you just both talked your entire conversation at the same time. Something's going wrong with StreamYard Cam the last two times we've been on here.
Yeah.
But
uh,
you were just,
let me back
I
out.
heard
Let me
nothing
back out.
LV said because you were trying to talk. LV, what were you saying about the tight ends? Go ahead. Cam stuff's messing up. Apologies to the chat.
No,
We'll
yeah.
get through this.
I was saying that I was thinking that we were going to swing like different for a wide receiver in the portal. Uh
I,
all off season I heard Day saying like he wanted to make it unfair for teams. And I know we got Chris coming in, but he's just coming in. We don't know until he gets here.
uh, I don't know. I was pretty certain when Jeremiah came, and I'm pretty certain about Chris too, but I hear you. Um, I just think that the problem is at this moment, and that's why we're kind of leaning towards what up, Tony? You got people yelling in the
What up,
background.
my phone died?
Oh, you're good. But I think that the problem and why we're changing the way we're gonna do roster retention is based on the situation that you're saying. I think we wanted to swing harder in the portal, but I mean, if a running, let's be honest, we know the world we're in right now. If a running back is demanding 2 to 3, ended up taking 1.2. I don't know how we got him to do that, but we got running backs out here asking for 2 to 3. That's probably one of the least important positions on the football field as far as if we're going to the NFL rating of the system. Imagine what these receivers are asking.
Hmm. Yeah.
Imagine how you try to portray that when you are already paying your receiver, who's the best in the world, to be
Yes.
on your team.
Yes.
Brandon Ennis is demanding money. Chris Henry just demanded the most a freshman receiver has ever demanded. You get what I'm saying? So, like, to be able to afford a Cam Coleman or a, you know what I'm saying? We're not offering the Kennesaw State dude. I'm not saying we can't afford it, but at the end of the day, I bet that they're starting to put a cap towards Ohio State. Like, yo, they know we're gonna have to do this for some years to come, so we got to be a little more lenient. I'm telling you, I said this a couple times in the group chat. I'm gonna say it live for the first time. Before 2030, Ohio State will only have a 53-man roster, and we will run like an NFL program because we have to pay the right people instead of paying 110 people. Why we will only have 70 people on our roster this coming year. But I'm just saying, like, we will not see the days where there's 110 people on our roster anymore. That's just not going to be a thing because then you
Yes.
have shit like Quincy Porter and Mylan Graham. Fuck both of you for the record. But anyways, ex- whatever. I ain't gonna. I don't like to disrespect young men like that. I'm a grown ass man, so I ain't gonna go too far. But fuck both of you. Anyways, especially you, Quincy. How you even went to Ann Arbor for a visit? You fucking lame. Anyways, I'm just saying that's how situations like this happen because we paid these 5 stars like they were somebody, and they got here and they didn't get to produce. You know what I'm saying? And then the next season comes, these numbers are going up in this world. They're hearing all these crazy numbers, whatever. They probably both got paid 2 million by Notre Dame to go there, to be honest, is what I'm hearing. I'm just saying, like, we can't pay all these dudes. We can't have the days of us having 10 5 stars on our roster is not going to be on our wide receiver roster, is not going to be a thing as much because of what the price is. If people keep driving these prices up, you can't have that many $1 million players on your bench. You know what I'm saying? That's why we didn't shoot so hard at the offensive line. We paid Ethan Owenwa 1.2 million last year, and dude didn't play a single fucking significant snap the whole season.
Yeah. He couldn't play.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We moved a kid from right guard to left tackle instead of playing him. So it like I think it shook day. Not think of all the portal additions, which I feel kind of the same about the ones that we got this year. Not many of them dudes made a lot of real impacts last
No,
year's
he's pissed.
portal.
He's pissed off at them dudes. I guarantee it. There ain't no doubt in my mind. He ain't gonna say it, but he feels some type of way. Yeah,
Yeah.
we
Yeah,
paid y'all to
but
come
I
here
would
for
say
no
this, like
production.
even with this graphic right here, talking about from Ohio State football recruiting, saluting them out there on Twitter. They was talking about the roster, far as the roster moving up from 2024 from 20 million to 35 million this year, and 2025 this past year, and then of course the roster projection is keep rising because one of the main deals one of the main deals this year was the fact that these players that we had on our roster that was freshmen, sophomores, some of them juniors, some of these guys, they wanted extra money. They wanted starter type money to play, and then they're not proven. And you look at how the portal move, a lot of the teams, they're going to get guys that they feel is validated, that that show proof and everything, older veteran guys that already improving themselves. They're more willing to make those moves on those guys and then depend on the freshmen that they have coming in. Because, like I said, with us having 30 guys out of the portal, from Ohio State going to the portal, you got 30 plus freshmen coming in. You got 30 to 35 freshmen coming in. You
I
know what I'm
think the
saying?
answer
That's
is I
filling
think
up
it's
that
31.
void, let alone what you adding guys in the portal. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's what I'm
And then
saying.
it
Like,
becomes if Day's telling the truth on what he's saying, he tells guys when they first call, unless you're a Jeremiah Smith or a Chris Henry, if you're calling me as a freshman asking for money immediately, you're not who we want to be a Buckeye. So clearly, these freshmen we're bringing in are a bargain compared to the freshmen that didn't play last year that felt they should ask for more money. And like I said on the phone earlier, this is my real statement. I really genuinely feel like everybody talking about something's going on at Ohio State, something's going on to all these players. This is what's happening. This money price is going up. These kids with zero production walked into Coach Day's office and said, "Hey, I want this much money." And Day goes, huh? Kind of funny you want to talk about money because I was finna call you in here and tell you that you was making starter money without starter production, brother. And if you want that kind of money, right there's the door, and you might as well just go ahead and go out that motherfucker because you ain't finna get the money that
Entitlement
Chris and them
versus no
getting.
production.
Because you have 4 catches for 55 yards in your career. Why the fuck would I pay you $1.5 million? You have 4 receptions and didn't finish the season. You were injured, Mr. Porter. Mr. Graham, you've been projected to start for us for 2 years, sir, and you have 6 catches in your motherfucking career, brother. Why did you think you deserved 1.5 million? Why don't these kids get that shit? I don't understand that. I understand that if I don't do my fucking job, if I went to work and didn't put in no work orders, I do maintenance. If I went there and did no work orders, didn't turn my time in for the night, just because I swiped that clock, they're going to want to pay me less. I'm telling you. I'm just saying, like, if I stop doing my job, they're going to not want to pay me. Why would they think that they could come ask for more money? I don't even. Other teams out here also establish you're not Ohio State, and these receivers that have only got 4 receptions in their fucking career might not be what you think they are without the development of Ohio State, brother.
Preach.
Come on, man. This shit's
I've
wild
been
out
waiting.
here.
I've been waiting for somebody to say that.
Yo,
I'm known for things like that. I just be busy nowadays. You'll
let
see
him
that.
cook. Yeah,
I got to
that's fire.
disappear on the
That's
camera for a
fire.
second. I
That's
got to get my
fire.
mind right. I just woke up.
Yeah, that's fire. Yeah,
So then the next question becomes like, do y'all think that we need another running back right now or not? Because I keep seeing everybody at Ohio State on the pages talking about that's a position we're looking to add, and I just don't understand the real reason behind it.
I think we got it. I think it's
That's
in
what
us.
I'm saying. We just ran
Yeah,
the
right
back
now they're
half of our
looking at
entire season with 2 freshmen. They're both still here. Oh,
yeah,
that's
right
wild.
now
He
they're
was ready.
looking at
No, I've
they
seen that it's
trying to
either going to
like
be him or Mackay
they're trying to get a
Frazier
veteran
from,
guy in. You know,
yeah,
Jacoby Jackson from Florida or
Frazier from
Makai
Michigan
Frazier
State.
from Michigan State in particular. Basically, they just
What
trying to
happened?
bring in a
What
veteran
happened to
guy
the
that
Frazier
can
running
back
back
up
from
Bo
Georgia?
Jackson.
What happened with that Frazier kid from Georgia that we were looking at?
No word on him right now. No word on
The
him.
last word I saw was that they felt like he was trying to use us to drive up the other
I
people.
can't.
Probably. I don't know. I think we got some dogs, and with Legend Bay coming, I don't know. Well, I don't know, man.
So that's the thing. Is Legend going? So every bit of recruiting pieces that I've seen from Hankton lately, our new wide receiver coach, he always has Legend Bay with him. I mean, literally,
Uh,
go look at his page. The last 3 pictures he's posted
we
at
gotta
Ohio
find a
State
new
University, Legend Bay's with him. I was told Legend was coming here to
site or
play running
something.
back. I
I I
why
heard
is
I heard both. I heard running back
I
and
can't
wide
hear
receiver.
nobody. This thing is done. Oh man.
I hate it. I don't know why this is doing this. Can you hear me, Tony?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah. Hey, he can't hear us. There he is. So I don't know. So I hear you on the playing both. I mean, we all want to make the assumptions of the role, but it's like, why is he hanging out with Hankton and not the running back coach? I think he's going to be an elite running back. I don't know. I feel like the whole show is messed up right now.
I hear you. I don't know. I don't know if Cam. I don't know if Cam locked in. I told him to make sure the sound thing was good. But can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Uh,
It
yeah.
went out.
Uh. I think Legend is gonna be.
Who is this running back?
I think Legend is gonna be like a guy they use like CMC, bro. Like
Can you hear us, LV? LV? No?
No.
okay. What is going on, bro?
We got to go back to Facebook or something, bro. We tried to move to this to be like, I don't know. This is silly.
I'm about to go to bed though. Y'all, wow. Hey, it's my bedtime, man.
Yo, LV, Cam, LV. Yo,
Yo,
Yo, yo, yo.
fuck, bro. The fuck you can.
What the fuck about it? Yeah.